Hey everybody, this is David B69, and we are back. We are at the NLDS now, and we're going to be facing off against the Atlanta Braves. We were 7-6 against the Atlanta Braves this year, so we know this is going to be a tough one, and this is going to be a tough series. There's no guarantees of anything. We got Wheeler on the hill. We got a full rested lineup because we didn't have to play any games this week. Um, Now here's the thing. They're what's called. They're the game and everything. We're going to be able to play hard and stuff. But what we're going to be doing recording wise is we're going to be doing 2 games today and up to 3 games tomorrow. So that's how the recording is going to be. Just to let you know. So let's get into it.
Phillies. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this.
Trying to show off a little bit of the cool presentation.
Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Just about set to
now, if you notice, the show does not do anything in regards to the umpires. They, in the postseason in real Major League Baseball, there's 6 umpires. There's the normal 4, plus you have the 2 right down the lines and stuff in the outfield, just to make sure any close plays and stuff. I kind of find them useless, but I wish they had them in the game because it would just mean a lot more to the game when you're playing the game, knowing that you actually have the full crew in there. I just think that would be a cool addition.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
That one's in there, and the count even 1-1.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Now one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Half inning complete. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And on the hill, Spencer Schwellenbach.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
That one ripped right center field. This one looks like trouble. And it gets by him. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bryce Harper, the next to hit. Hit weakly on the ground. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. Safe! On the board first, it's 1-zip. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Designated hitter, Alec Bohm.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in game 1 of the NLDS. Going to count 1 and 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone,
2
and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And down on strikes he goes, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Arenado stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Two outs. Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
That one is upstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Man at first. Now batting Max Kepler. In there at the knees. Yo, 1. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it. And that's the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Game 1 of the division series. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Just missed.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. Got him swinging. And there's one away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, right?
Puts it away for the out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Sean Murphy in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Riley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him swinging. One hit, one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder, Nick
Schwellenbach
Castellanos.
back to work. In the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. Here's Byron Buxton.
Batting 7.
This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in.
Buxton.
Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Line to left. Base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And there's a foul ball.
One ball, one
In the
strike.
dirt, but kept close. Two outs. Off the plate inside. 2-1. Out towards right center field. Harris has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. One left for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's Jared Kelenic.
Left fielder, Jared Kelenic.
There's a strike. And a swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting 9th, shortstop.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Out to short. And it gets by him.
Didn't take long to get a result from that at bat. Just one of those seam high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And here is Michael Harris II. Harris checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at it.
1-1.
Tying run is at first here in game 1 of the NLDS. The next offering misses. 2-2. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jump back to the dugout. He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's got
Harper. There's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Kelnick makes the grab, 1 down. So Harper stands in.
First baseman Bryce Harper.
This one in the air. Murphy under it. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. And here comes Alec Bohm. Struck out looking his first time. Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. Phillies down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-1.
0-1.
That one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
This one in the air, center field. Buxton settles under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Pitch misses there. 1-0. And here comes. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, and we're level. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here comes Austin Riley. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 1 out, bases empty. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Olsen stands in now and watches strike 1. Now 1-1. Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it in plenty of time to first. And Olsen is set down. That's the 3rd out. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now it's going to be Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Grounds 1 to short. Sends it across to first, and they get Arenado for the out. Max Kepler at the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Left field, dives for it, got it, makes the play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life, I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Swang and a miss.
No
Missed
ball,
that by
2
a
strikes.
mile. That's strike two. Outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off for
pitcher's
the
duel
Braves,
so far. Here's
catcher,
how the
Sean
starters have
Murphy.
performed up to this point. Wheeler back to work. Right through there for a strike. Murphy, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016.
Ball, inside.
Just off the inside edge. And it is 2-1. Strike on the inside corner.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
In the air, right side. Castellanos moves on it. Hauls it in for the out. So digging in, Jared Kelnick. He's 0 for 1. And there's a ball. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit to third. Whips it across. He's out. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and lifted in the air. Castellanos makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. Game 1 of the
Leading
division
off
series.
for the Phillies,
Now here is
center
Byron
fielder,
Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
And there's a strike.
Well, these Phillies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Olsen sizes this one up, makes the grab, and a quick out number 1. And now it's JT Realmuto.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush.
Realmuto.
Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at-bat.
And the first offering is not close.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to
Now
put it
batting,
into his
second
highest
baseman,
gear and go a long
Bryson
way to track
Stott.
that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that is out of play.
Well, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner with a chance now. 1 for 2. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next one misses. Ball 2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Outside with a breaking ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. Still tied 1-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Started the 6th. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Michael Harris the second. First pitch misses. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Kepler going back on the warning track and hauls it in.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Albies into box again, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Makes the catch for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Next offering is downstairs. Ripped on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. That ends the frame. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And now Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Inside. And that's ball 1. Top of the zone for a called strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch misses inside. 2-2. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Bohm. 0 for 2 in this one. Fouled off down the right side. That's to third, Riley. Off balance feed, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Nolan Arenado. On the ground to short. That ends the inning. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here in Philadelphia, top of inning number 7. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. The sweeper catches the low part of the zone for a strike. Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. It really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Stott over to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, catcher, Sean
So here's
Murphy.
Murphy now. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. In with the double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Murphy around third. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. They limit the damage here. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Ground ball, Olsen. Steps on first for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Castellanos up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Out to center. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Byron Buxton stands in for the Phillies. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That pitch gets the corner, And that's strike one.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And puts the squeeze on that one. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
43.
Joe Ross.
Joe Ross.
Well, one-run game.
Leading
So
off
now
for
to the plate for Atlanta.
shortstop,
Orlando Arcia.
Arcia.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Ross, the tall righty, he features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swing and a ground ball. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Braves go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Joe Jimenez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
JT Realmuto steps in. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fought off foul. On the ground to the left. Tosses across to first, and Realmuto is up.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
This is Bryson's stop. And that one fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One down, Phillies down a run. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got him looking. Now 2 away.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Turner stands in now, looks at that one inside. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. And they trail it here 2-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran.
Yohan Duran.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. tosses to first. Now one gone in the ninth. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. That misses the zone. 1-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. And that one sliced foul. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That one ripped, but foul.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Registers the punch out and hits 101. 3 up, 3 down that time. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies 1. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Raisel Iglesias.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
On the ground to first. Olsen takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. Alec Bohm will hit next. Chopped on the ground. Arcia. And they're down to their last out.
That ball is dipping right at the last second, and I'm like missing it.
It's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 2 outs. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final score here today, 2-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt me for a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I got to be able to score more runs. I can't just have 1 run. Can't just let that be the only offense of my game is a triple based on luck from somebody falling and a ground out to bring home the only run. You need to put up more offense. They obviously put up more offense, and they got the W. So, yeah, it's great for them. I mean, I thought that was going to easily be a double or a triple. And it ended up being an out. It's so frustrating. So, yeah, I said before it was going to be a tight series, and it's going to be no doubt a tight series. So, Atlanta takes game 1. See, our offense was not in there. We did not do a good job. Like I said, a lot of it is due to their pitching staff, and kudos to them. But we got to do better. So until next time, this is David B69 saying have a good night. Peace.